You always start a business thinking, oh man, it'll be so good, I'll have these staff members and I'll be able to go and play golf and I'll be earning all this money. And then I think for most companies, none of that ever happens. You end up working a hell of a lot more than you ever before for anybody else. You normally take a lower paycheck. It's actually really, really hard. When I was 24, me and my business partner, we actually went out and we bought a freight company. The entire business was all completely paper-based. We had 3 full-time admin staff when we took over. Because the whole business was really heavily manually driven, we were actually losing a lot of money. And you're looking at potentially going under completely. It makes you pretty desperate. You start to need to do whatever it takes to make the business survive. In our case, that was, we knew that we had to cut costs, but we couldn't cut customers. We had to continue to do the same amount of work with less people. We knew that we needed a warehouse management system, we also needed a transport management system. We started to look on the market, and at the time there was really nothing that was cloud-based and nothing out there that was designed around automation. And so we said, okay, well, let's do it, let's build it ourselves. And so, I got stuck into it. I came from a background of software development, and then we constructed what became CartonCloud for our own business. I started to call around other refrigerated transport and warehousing companies and actually found, my God, so many of these have exactly the same problem. And they were all really interested in the product. That was where the software sort of became a product itself. And then it was sort of a big light bulb moment where I was like, okay, actually what we've built is so applicable to these other organizations. We've been through it. We know how to transform a business from being paper-based to running on a cloud-based application. We shouldn't be running a freight company anymore. We should be a software company because this is what we do better. CartonCloud today it's a pretty decent sized team. I mean, we've tripled in size in about the last 14 months. We're adding new developers to the team pretty much like every 3 weeks. And I mean, now we've got people all over Australia, New Zealand, Southeast Asia, using the application on really big scales and on small scales as well. Whenever we talk about it as a group, that's the one thing that all of the staff here get the most satisfaction out of. It's building out the product to just help more of these businesses and streamline how they operate to give people back significant chunks of their time. And so a big push for us now is actually to get the product to a point where it is better than humans making decisions. Because we really feel like we can get it there and that it has to get to that level where when it's doing allocations, you look at what it produces and you're like, wow, okay, yeah, I couldn't have come up with that, but that's brilliant. The mission for myself and for the company now is to work with as many of the small to medium-sized logistics businesses as possible and really just help improve them, give back the owners a large portion of their time and really help them get their lives back.